Hey, welcome back. And if this is your first time, thanks for clicking through. So I'm going to share a few tips that I've learned through the years, through my experiences and others, experiences. What I've gathered, what I learned, what I observed from other people, and what I wish I really knew throughout my 20s, right? Because all of us kind of need that. I wouldn't say a mentor. I don't believe in that. But all of us need people to share their advice and experiences with us, which is what I do on this channel, by the way. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to stop babbling, and I'm going to get on with it. Okay, so these are 15 things that I wish I knew in my 20s. So you don't have to be 20 to watch this. You could be younger, you could be older. These are tips that actually kind of guide you through life, and I feel like everyone needs to know them. So tip number 1 is look forward but stay present. I know that sounds very philosophical, but let me explain what I mean. Throughout my 20s, I always kept looking forward to when I would be able to finish school, when I'd get a house, when I'd find a partner, when I would be able to leave my parents' house. And I just kept looking forward all the time, planning for a future that I didn't even understand how I was going to go about it. And I always forgot to stay present. I forgot to appreciate what I was already experiencing on a daily basis with family, with friends, with community, within my society. I was always planning to run to the future, to finally be free. But here's the thing, throughout your 20s, yes, you can keep running to finally be free, but these things don't just leave you. They're always going to stay with you. You grow out of them. You don't run away from them. So it's important to have those plans, to look forward, right? To want to build a house, buy cars, find the perfect partners, leave your parents' house, find safety somewhere else, find your community, make friends. But if you don't stay present, if you don't learn as you grow, you will continue dragging that baggage that you're trying to run away from into the future. So the faster you run, the faster it is, because it's stuck to you. It's right there. It's not going anywhere. So look forward, plan, dream, imagine, but also stay present. Experience what's happening right now within, outside, with friends, with family, with community. Those experiences help you to become better. So that future you're going towards, you're a better person in it. I do have 15 of these, and I have a bonus one at the end. So you want to stay through to the end to get the bonus one. But that is, of course, if this content resonates with you, right? My second tip is instincts translate to emotions. Always learn to control the actions that come from these emotions and these thoughts. One thing I know about being a teenager is instincts and emotions propel us. Because while being a teenager, you are in your feelings a lot of the time. You are processing a lot. You are realizing that you are not the center of the universe. You also have to find a way how you fit into society, right? So getting into your 20s, you're just getting out of that phase, hopefully. You've grown through, the constant instinct, emotions fueling you, and you're able to now process your thoughts, right, more accurately. You understand a general morality. You understand the general rules of engagement of your society, wherever you find yourself, whatever society that is, right? But here's the thing. Sometimes we don't translate those things properly, and our actions tend to hurt other people as much as they hurt us. So learning to take your instincts and your emotions, work with both of them, create thoughts that make sense to you, right? They're responsible and reasonable to you, and translating those into actions that add value not just to your life but to others' lives is actually how you get a certain peace within. This is what I've learned, because I've seen a lot of people react through instinct, emotions, immediate actions, not thinking it through, and it just went downhill for them. Downhill. Not great, not the best. So I'm a believer in being able to control one's thoughts and actions, to be able to find peace within. Number 3 would be, don't be antisocial with your family and immediate friends. I know. When we're teenagers, we don't like them. We don't like them. I did not like my parents as a teenager. We don't like them. We want to be free of them, right? We want to go far away, hang out with our friends, do things that we want to do, be free. But here's the thing. Once you pass through that phase and you get to your 20s and you're finding community and friends, your family unit is like the first thing that kind of teaches you how to meander the world, the social world, outside of yourself. I'm not saying this for people that have family that don't love them, family that they need to distance themselves from, because there are times when you need to distance yourself from your family. It's important. It's a boundary. But don't be antisocial. Don't take those feelings and emotions from your teenage years that probably were clouding your judgment as to how your family was trying to raise you. Don't take them through life and cut them off when you could actually learn from them and learn from their experiences that informed their actions as to how you were raised. I hope that makes sense. So don't be antisocial with your family and friends. Learn from them. Even if you don't want to keep them close, learn from their mistakes and, of course, their wins. Number 4, make friends for keeps. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Most times it wasn't my fault, right? My parents were going through this whole divorce battle. So I didn't trust being able to make friends for keeps because I was going from one place to the other, to the other, to the other. So I never was able to keep friends. So I just stopped making friends altogether. And now as an adult, I have maybe this many friends. I don't have a lot of friends. And I wish I'd kept those friendships because it's easier, believe me, when you are in school, when you are in a communal vicinity like university, secondary school, wherever else, to see people every day and kind of make friends. When you leave that safety net and come out into the workforce, it's harder, right? It's harder to make friends as an adult. So my advice is to make friends and keep them. Good friends. Good friends. Number 5, find and listen to your voice. This will come from your experiences and the experiences of others. Now, I know most of us don't have the voice in our heads, where some people say they have voices in their heads when they're thinking. Even if yours is silent, you will have something, a compass that motivates you, that shows you the way, that helps you with your choices and decisions in life. You need to hone that voice. You need to, you need to listen to it. That voice is fed by your experiences and the experiences of those you come in contact with. So your family, your friends, your peers in school, your society around you, your neighbors, all of those experiences inform your own, right? So while you are honing this voice and listening to it, make sure you question it. It's very important. Don't forget to question why you believe what you believe. But the important part is, make sure you have a voice of your own so others don't drown you out. Number 6, don't let shame lead. I come from a society where shame is used to throttle the voices of a lot of people. They shame you into silence. Your family will shame you into silence. Your friends will shame you into silence. You'll express something like, I'm sad and I don't know why. And they'll be like, well, that's not our business. Well, then deal with it. Well, then don't tell us. Oh, so you're not strong. So you don't have the willpower like everyone else. Oh, so you're a weakling. Don't let shame lead. So other people will project their own weaknesses and their own shame onto you, trying to guilt you into behaving like them. That's the shame. Do not let that control you. Don't let them lead. You are in control of yourself. Okay? 7, you need people, but not everybody. You need people, but not everybody. So you need to be selective of the people you allow into your inner circle. Do you get me? Okay? When you're younger, you pretty much don't really have a choice of like who you hang around with, especially in school and stuff like that. But when you're finally able to choose the people you want to be around you, you have to be able to do that. You have to be able to do that. So you need people. You need friends. You need peers. You need co-workers. You need people to interact with on a daily basis, even to have arguments with, to bounce ideas off of. But it's not everybody that needs to be in your circle. Not everybody needs to be, to know everything about you. Not everybody needs to be aware of what you're doing. Not everybody needs to be around your energy, because sometimes energy doesn't like energy. And if you allow everyone and anyone into your circle, you might allow what you do not need. And believe me, most times when you allow what you do not need around you, it tends to be or to become larger than you, to a point where you cannot control it. Remember. Number 8, the main person you have to prove anything to is yourself. It's yourself. It's no one else. It's yourself. You have to prove that you want to be here to yourself. You have to prove that you want to continue being here to yourself. You have to prove that you are good, you are, satisfied, you're happy, you're this, everything that you feel, everything that you want. You have to prove to yourself that you want it, you deserve it, you need it, you can get it. It is in this way that you keep motivating yourself to go after what you want. You need to prove to yourself, not anyone else. And the more you prove to yourself, the more other people pick up on how confident you are in yourself. And therefore you prove to other people that you deserve to be where you are. Forget about everyone else. You need to prove first and foremost to yourself that you deserve yourself, I guess. Number 9, beauty is subjective. And by this I mean beauty to you has a different meaning from beauty to your family, beauty to your society, beauty to your peers. Beauty is subjective to every single person, and it is only honed by the collective agreement of particular communities. So first of all, you have to agree with yourself that you feel a certain way about your beauty, right? This will inform other people on how they see you. The tricky part is, though, that other people also have a perception of what you look like and their standard of beauty. So it's always like a war, a tug of war between what you're seeing and what other people are telling you they're seeing. What you need to do is make sure that your voice is louder than theirs. Inside of you, your voice is louder than theirs, because people can be cruel. Even without knowing, most times knowingly, but people can be cruel. Beauty is subjective. In the West, skinny is beautiful. Where I come from, plus size. Now that's the thing, We have something called a fattening room when you get married. You know what I'm saying? So beauty is subjective. What you believe is beautiful, you need to hold that. Okay? What your family believes, it doesn't have to define you. What other people believe does not have to define you. But the amazing part is, if all of those societies and communities agree on the kind of beauty that you agree with, that's wonderful. It's always harder when that society does not agree with what you see. You'll always have to make sure that your voice inside of you continues to motivate you and tell you that what they're seeing, that's their business, not yours. Okay? Okay. Number 10, be embarrassed. Be embarrassed, but don't hold on to it. I know most of us walk around and things happen to us and we're like, oh, I wish the floor would open up for me to just sink inside. How could that happen to me? Oh, people saw me. People observed me embarrassing myself. Or this person came to me and embarrassed me in public. And oh my God, why would they do that? Yeah, it's okay. Be embarrassed. Take that feeling. Laugh about it. It happens. All of us are embarrassed every day. but don't hold on to it. Okay? Don't let it become a poison. Because if you let it, everything will become embarrassing to you, and you will find no joy in life. You will find no joy. So when you make your mistakes in your early 20s, in your late 20s, in your late teens, they're mistakes. We learn from them. You are embarrassed? That's fine. Don't hold on to it. Learn to let it go. Learn from it so that you don't repeat the mistakes. But you will always make mistakes, whether in your 20s, whether in your 30s, whether in your 40s. Even before you are about to pass on, you will make mistakes. You're not perfect. You are not perfect. You are subjectively perfect. But you see, perfection that people sell to us, nobody is that, because that's a general idea. And we're all so wonderfully individual, right? Number 11, we all want attention. Attend yourself first. Attend yourself first, okay? Give yourself that love, that self-care. You see, you want things you want people to tell you, tell it to yourself, okay? Have conversations with yourself. Take yourself out. Relax at home. Don't clean the house. Clean the house. Take a shower. Don't take a shower. Get up and dance. Don't dance. Play games. Don't play games. There's a whole spectrum. So many options. So many things. No one can love you more than you can love yourself. And so the things you want from other people, you must give it to yourself first. It helps in gauging what other people are trying to do in your life and in your circle. So if you've never shown yourself the attention that you want from other people, once they start showing that to you, you tend to forget yourself and focus on them because they've given you a little attention. So that attention you want, attend yourself first, okay? Do things for yourself. You can't afford it. There are things you can do that you don't need to afford, okay? Hang out with friends. Make friends. Just enjoy. Sometimes just be calm. Attend yourself. Show yourself that love that you want. And then you will know what you're looking for as you go through life. I love number 12. Number 12 is my favorite. Negative feelings are healthy. Negative feelings are healthy. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Could you stop breathing? Negative feelings are healthy. Yes, they are.
It's okay, baby. Those feelings are healthy.
Negative feelings are healthy. Feeling jealous, feeling angry, feeling upset, feeling embarrassed, feeling sad, feeling depressed, feeling, what other feeling can I even describe? Unaccomplished, feeling left behind, feeling, there are so many feelings that we have names for that we all see as negative, that we all tend to think are not healthy, but they are. They're part of our emotions. So basically, you have to learn to work through these feelings. You have to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What was the cause of it? How can I work through this? How can I make sure that this feeling doesn't overcome me? Why would I feel this way? How do I protect myself from feeling this way as strongly as I felt it today? And the more you do with this, the more control you have over these negative emotions running rampant and controlling you. Because here's the thing, if you allow emotions, they will control you. You have to learn to control them first. Which is what I was talking about when I talked about instincts, emotions, thoughts, and actions. Very important. Embrace your negative feelings. Embrace them. It doesn't mean take action and express them and then hurt other people. It means embrace them knowing that they are healthy, learn, speak, understand, and take your time before taking any actions that come from negative feelings. I would say the same thing about positive feelings. A lot of people make a lot of mistakes even when they're experiencing positive feelings, like love and happiness and, you know, all those wonderful things that people talk about. They make rash decisions. I'm happy, so nothing could go wrong. Everything could go wrong. It's still an emotion. It's just that we've been told that they're positive, so nothing could go wrong. Everything could go wrong if you allow emotions, which are healthy, to control your actions. So you need to learn that. 13 is one of my favorites. You can love your parents, but you might not like them. That is true for me. You can love your parents, but you might not like them as people. Well, I love my parents. I don't really like one of them as a person. Because here's the thing. We're not taught to distance or look at our parents as people. We're taught to look at them as parents. Put them on a pedestal. They can do no wrong, no harm. They don't have anxiety. They don't have depression. They don't have faults. They don't have trauma. That is a lie. They are people who had experiences before us, who had trauma, who are working through trauma. They, you know, things are happening. They have anxiety. They are also scared. They make mistakes. They are people. They have positive and negative within them. And so you can love them for being your parents, for even raising you right and raising you in a good way, but you may not like them as people sometimes. My father, I didn't want to say this, but my father, who I love but do not particularly like as a person, right? Because he holds some political views that I cannot understand why he would hold them. Seeing as he's the one that raised me with the thought processes that I have today. So when I finally understood, when I could look at my parents and detach them from the parental role into the people role, I could look at them and learn from their experiences and understand what motivated them to make the choices that they made. What motivated my dad to now have these very conservative, very backward political views. What motivates my mom to, you know, want to just have peace and just be alone and just not have to deal with people. What motivated them to come together and have me. What motivated their divorce. I can remove myself from that role of child and parent and put them into this role of people and person and learn from their experiences and look at them and be like, I love you as my parents, but now I have to decide if I like you as people. Because I can love you as my parents, but I can decide I don't like you as people, so I don't want you around me. I'm going to put up that boundary. I don't need that negativity. I don't need you around me anymore. That does not take away the fact that I still love you. Again, you could decide not to even love your parents. That's fine, because some parents don't even love their kids. It's just for you to understand that these things that you've been told that you have to do, love your parents all the time, respect them even though they don't respect you, you as a person can decide that they don't deserve it. So my favorite thing that I learned in my 20s was that you can love your parents but not like them. And once you can do this, actually, first of all, you have to do it for yourself. You can look at yourself and be like, I love certain things about myself, but there are things I don't like about myself. The moment you're able to do that, or do that with people that you put on a pedestal, everyone else is... You can do it for everything and everyone else. And you can be at peace with those decisions. Of course, always think them through. Okay. Hurt people as little as possible. That's what I wanted to say. I was trying to look for the right word. Hurt people as little as possible. Okay? Because in some way, when you hurt people, it kind of hurts you as well. But it takes time to learn these things and experience them. Number 14, love is more than hormones and the do. I'm not sure I can say the word here, so I'm just going to say the do. Okay? Love is more than hormones and the do. But all of those experiences are lessons you should learn from, especially as a teenager and in your 20s. Every relationship you go into, whether it's a partnership, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a casual relationship, whatever it is in the spectrum of relationships, you learn You are learning from people because you're trying to build your community. You're trying to build your family outside of your family. You're trying to build those connections, right? So everyone you meet, that is by your choice, of course. Everyone you meet, every experience you get that you chose to go into is a lesson. And you must learn from those experiences. You must ask yourself, what did I take from this? I remember when I dated a narcissist for 3 months. Worst and most annoying relationship of my life, right? But I got the best lessons from that when it pertained to looking at people outside of the relationship with yourself. So looking at someone's trauma and how that informs them and how they behave in relationships. That's basically how I've seen most of my relationships anyway. So I can't really say if this is going to be for you, but I look at people and I ask them questions. I want to know their history. I want to know their experiences, because that helps me to connect the dots as to how and why they behave the way they behave with me, with others, within community. It's very important. So love is more than just your hormones and the do that you've done. It's a whole spectrum of things. It's your partner going out shopping and buying you your favorite biscuit that you didn't ask for, or you didn't even know you needed, right? It's your partner doing things even when they are so tired, but they'll still do it because they care for you and they feel responsibility towards you. That's love. It is you deciding that having children might be too selfish, so you're not going to do that. That's love. There's so many things that love is. We can't just put it to like doing the do and hormones or romantic partnerships. So take that advice and experience every relationship in that way. You learn from it, you grow, you make your connections. You let go of connections, you keep going. Don't let anyone or anything drag you back. Do not sit in your shame, remember? Do not. Don't let anything keep you. You hold on to it and you're like, oh, this relationship was not great, so I'm not gonna move forward because I feel so embarrassed, or I'm ashamed, or I don't want to learn anything from it. No. You learn from your negative feelings and emotions as well. Remember, they're healthy. You learn from your embarrassment. You learn from the shame. You learn from everything. So keep doing that. And finally, 15. I've basically been saying it. Keep learning. Just keep learning. Everything is a learning moment for all of us. Your relationships at work, with your family, with your partners, with your friends, at home, with yourself, making videos, watching videos, playing games, not playing games, going to the park, not going to the park, going swimming. Whatever it is that you're doing on a daily basis, it is informing your experience of life, right? Which is why, where I come from, age matters when it comes to maturity. It doesn't mean that you're mature, but the longer you spend on earth doing things, the longer you spend, people expect that you are learning from the experiences of others around you and yourself while you're living. So that's why, as you get older, you are meant to be maturing. So if someone younger than you comes to you and asks you for advice as to an experience, you already have a wealth of knowledge to draw from. You don't need to be a mentor that is placed on a pedestal to know things. You can give someone a lesson, can tell them something from the experiences you've gathered. So keep learning all the time. Never stop learning about yourself, about others, about life, about everything around you. Don't be that person that sits there and just wades through life. You know, that's not fun. I mean, from my experience. And that was number 15. So the bonus is coming up. But I want to say that I have enjoyed making this video, and I do hope that this content resonates with someone. You, but someone. And I do hope that this advice goes somewhere and helps you through life on a daily basis. If you need to watch this video over and over again, write down these tips. Go ahead and ask people what they think. Let them share their own experiences with you, because this is not Bible, okay? This is not core. This is not general. This is not the only tips and tricks that are out there. So many people have so many experiences that they want to share with a lot of people, and they want to create community. So go out there, or go in here and create that community or be part of a community that you want to grow with. Because that will be the best part of your 20s. Having a community of people you can fall back on, you can trust, you can rely on, and that you can be responsible with and for. Okay? Okay, so the bonus tip that I have for you, which is number 16, I should have stopped there, but number 16 is stand for social justice and question everything. I know I said question everything already. Stand for social justice and question everything. For me, that's very personal, right? But you live within society, right? And society is governed by people, right? And these people basically were here before you, yeah? They're making the rules, right? To guide your life. But what if they start making rules that do not guide your life in the right way, or do not guide the lives of others in the right way? What if those rules are not fair, oppressive, restrictive? That would not be good for you or others within society. So it's important to understand your society and be part of its building. And that involves being part of social justice, right? And of course, that involves questioning the rules you've been given, the laws around you, why things are happening the way they're happening, why are people talking about this thing, what is so important about it? Because you need to be part of your community. To be part of it, your voice matters. So you need to question, you need to ask questions, question yourself. Look at these laws and regulations, look around you. People that are not like you, make friends with them, ask them, how are they doing? How is this community treating you? Be a part of the community that is guiding you. Don't just float through. That's me personally. That's something I feel that is very powerful and I really, really believe. But of course, again, the choice is yours. Okay? So this is the end of my video. If you liked it, please subscribe. Okay, subscribe. Drop me some comments, let me know how I did. If you have anything else to add, let's have a conversation right in the comment section. Share the video to others that you think might need it, or just share it to everyone else. Okay, your family, let them know that I said that you can love them but not like them. Okay, I also said that they're important, but you can also cut them off. But whatever it is you choose to do, I'm really grateful that you watched the video, and I will come back with another one in maybe 2 weeks. So turn on notifications and have a great day. Okay? Sangasungo.